Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am excited to talk to you about your decision making ability. And my claim is that your decisions are costing you money, time, and energy. And those could be bigger decisions or could be smaller decisions. I'll start off with a story. A few years ago, I met one of my clients who's been with me for a long time. But when I met with this client, he had been in the real estate investing world for close to 3 years now, and he was trying to get his first syndication deal for the past 3 years. And as I started working with him, and he was struggling with it, he had learned it a lot. He was experimenting with different things. He was putting LOIs on lots of deals. Something was not working. He was trying to collaborate with other people. He was working with a team. Something was not working. As we dug deeper, we found out pretty quickly within the first month that there was a big challenge there. And the challenge was around the way that he'd made decisions. Even though on the surface it looked like he had bad partners and all kinds of other things, but as we dug deeper, we found out the way he was thinking about partnership and the decisions he was making on a day-to-day basis was affecting how he was moving towards his business. Now, I won't go into all the details around it, but within 3 to 4 months, he restructured his team, got rid of one of the partners. He started moving in a positive direction. Within 6 months, he had a major deal that he was closing on. Now, I didn't teach him anything about real estate. I didn't teach him anything about the underwriting. I didn't teach him about any of that stuff. I helped him think through and actually process a lot of the things that he was emotionally reacting to. And he was not making decisions that was strategic, that was based on his long-term vision, that was based on a lot of things that he needed for him, his team, his family, and other things. And within 6 months, he went in a completely different direction. Since then, he's been an incredible success. And he's not the only one. I've worked with hundreds of entrepreneurs where very similar patterns emerge. And the decisions are in that partnership. Now, imagine 3 years of staying with it and paying for this costly thing that you've invested on to learn how to do things, thousands of dollars, but nothing is coming out of it. You're putting your time and energy every day that's taking you away from your family and all kinds of stuff, but nothing is moving forward. Now, all of a sudden, within 6 months, he's moving forward. What is the cost of that? Well, first of all, in monetary terms, he saved hundreds of thousands of dollars. In terms of time, he could spend more time with his family. Now, in terms of energy, he had more energy to spend, and he was drained when I met him, but he was not anymore. I can't tell you how many people are in the wrong partnerships, in the wrong business, with the wrong life partner, or not knowing how to deal with the life partner, or they don't know how to set boundaries better. They don't know how to make decisions around their own time, how to leverage it and use it. And then they wonder why they cannot be successful on the path that they're on. And most of the time, entrepreneurs struggle with this stuff, especially in the beginning stages, because most of them come from a world where a lot of the structure was given to them. You are in a company where a lot of the planning and visioning and strategy is done. You just have to take care of your part. And yes, you need to do a little bit of planning, but it's not that much. This is why a lot of people who come from the corporate world, when they start their business, they completely get overwhelmed because they don't realize how much of a thinking is involved in this process. Same thing with our personal life. A lot of people don't know how to set boundaries, manage their time, how to get people to understand what they're doing, what they're growing towards. All that stuff requires a different kind of decision making process. And a lot of it, there's lots in there that I can go into, but the big theme here is that most people are doing what they're taught to do. They don't have a clear vision. They have goals. And if you have goals, that's better than having no goals, because if you don't have any goals, you're screwed, especially in this world. But if you have goals, but you don't have a vision, then you don't have a strategy. Here's what I mean. Most people, and one of the things that I did with this client that I was talking about is I got him to become super clear about his long-term vision. And long-term vision, most people think you have a vision board and I've slapped on a couple of pictures in there. I want my Lamborghini and I want my office and I want my house and I want my vacations. That's not what a vision is. That's just pictures of something you wish you would have. A vision, you go much deeper in there. You are going towards the things that you want, that matter to you, that you're creating. Not everything, but the things that truly matter to you. your identity, the kind of person and the kind of leader you're becoming, and the way you want to contribute in the world, and the why behind it. And a lot of people don't realize that their why is connected to their vision because they haven't done the deeper work. They will just say a surface statement, my family's my why. Not necessarily. It could be, but not necessarily, not all the time. And so I got him to become super clear about his vision. And then we built out a strategy. And as soon as we built out a bigger picture strategy and he started focusing on the next month, next quarter, based on that long-term vision and strategy, he started to realize like he doesn't have much time. And in fact, a lot of the values that he has towards the kind of person he's becoming, the kind of vision he's creating, does not align with this other partner. So it became easier and easier to have those conversations. And in fact, the pain was so high that he had actually just lost so much time and energy that he had to do that. Not just for him, but it was impacting his team, other people, even his family. And he had to model a better path forward. So he started making better decisions around his partnership, started making better decisions around his work. He actually renegotiated his W-2, and now he doesn't have to work as many hours. He can focus on the business. He started going on vacations that he was putting off for a long time because he was saying that I need to move to this place that's my dream place, but I'm going to do that 5 years down the road. When he actually had the resource to do that, I'm like, why? What are you delaying that for? Are you going to be alive 5 years from now on? You don't know that. And plus, when he started going there, he started seeing opportunities and so many amazing things that would take him to the next level. Magical things start to happen when you start to go towards creating a powerful vision that gives you a lot of clarity. And ultimately, it's about clarity. If you don't have clarity with a vision and a strategy, your goals you might feel motivated to move towards them. You might do a lot of stuff. And this is why you see a lot of entrepreneurs initially, they create multiple businesses. They're distracted, one shiny penny after another. Before they know it, 5 years later, they haven't created anything. Whatever they've created, it's a monster, which is affecting their health, their sanity, their relationships in a negative way. So if you actually want to save a lot of money, time, and energy, make sure you show up to my workshop. It's happening May 1st at, I believe it's 9 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to put the link in the comments, or if you don't see it right now, you can actually scroll down and in the post or on the banner on Facebook, you're going to see it. Or if you're on YouTube and other places, you're going to see it in the information section. Go to that page and sign up for the vision building workshop, where we're going to go much deeper into your vision, but we're also assess where are you at? What are the areas that are holding you back in your life? And finally, I'm going to walk you through a visualization process that will help you connect to your why and understand what are the things that are truly important versus everything. You're not going to be able to create everything. You're going to create the things that truly matter to you. And it will also, I'm also going to push you towards the strategy. I'm going to give you some resources around that, where you can build out your strategic plan for the next 5 to 10 years and create a focus for yourself. You'll also get the opportunity to meet other entrepreneurs, other investors on that call. And I keep it limited for a specific reason. I want the quality to be high. It'll be an interactive session, not one of those sessions where you just go in there and listen. You're going to be interacting. You're going to be doing the work. You're going to be thinking through things. It's 2.5 hours, so it's a longer session. Make sure you block out that time, 9 a.m. Eastern on May 1st. You don't want to miss this. The last time I did this was last year around similar time. So the next time I'm going to do this probably might take another 6 months or 1 year that I'm going to do a session like this. So make sure you join us, completely free. Invite other investors and entrepreneur friends or partners that you have. It'll help them connect with you better. It'll help them understand their path better. A lot of times people struggle because their partners don't know what they're doing half the time, and their life partner doesn't know how to connect with the things that matter to them. So they have a hard time communicating how to move some things forward. So it's going to help you communicate better as well when you learn some of these things. And if the people around you go through it, it's going to help you as well. And it's going to help them in their path, whether those are your business partners, life partner, or the people that you are growing with. Hope to see you there on May 1st at 9 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you find the link below and register. Limited spots. I'm excited to see you on the other side. And until then, hope you have an incredible day.